bad credit. And again, that's why you're not waiting for your money, you're waiting for your credit to shrink. I got people who say, I said, before I can help you, I need you to pull your credit report. They'd be like, no, don't pull my credit. Just fix it. Don't look at my credit. I don't want to see it. It's too much. But the reason is because they know they got this on there. But you use the Fair Credit Reporting Act, it will eliminate between 40 and 80% of all derogatory credit without you having to pay any money. Uh-oh. Now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to get started. Now I can look at my credit again. When it's like this, I ain't trying to see it. Don't mention credit. The pastor bringing in a credit guy? I ain't coming. I'm sick today. They might ask me to pull my credit. So I applaud you for still sticking in and being here today. We're going to take this, we're going to use the law. Right now, this new itineration of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, beautiful. Make me look like a genius. Why? Think about why. The reason the economy is failing is because you're not buying houses and cars. It's impossible for the credit to rebound without you doing that. So Obama is doing his job. He made this law so powerful, if you can't get your credit right this year, it will never get right. I want you to understand that. Because he's trying like a madman to get you right so you can buy houses and cars. So the Fair Credit Reporting Act is very easy to work with. We call it scrubbing your credit. I ain't spent no money. My problem with bankruptcy and debt consolidation is the first thing they do is say, okay, give me a list of all your bills and debt and let's start paying them. That's a problem for me. If you're going to do that, you want to file bankruptcy, you just got to do it. You got to file debt consolidation, you just want to do it, scrub your credit first. Now, debt consolidate this. Bankruptcy that. Now, you in bankruptcy for 6 months instead of 5 years. Why do you think they made the bankruptcy law so crazy and unfriendly to you? They've made them, bankruptcy used to be a dream. It was easy to file. You wipe out all your debts. You just almost wanted to do it. Now, it's a nightmare. Your finances become a ward of the state. Do you know that? I had one of my clients, I was trying to get him to clean his credit. He said, nah, I'm just go. I talked to his lawyer. He said, bankruptcy cure it all. He signed up for bankruptcy. What he didn't realize was he also had he had some investment accounts through his job. They asked him to liquidate those accounts. He had a car that was paid for. They said, bring us the keys to the car. We're going to give you the bankruptcy, but we're going to take everything you got. Okay? So now he's like, I need to get out of this bankruptcy. Okay? So the first thing I want to do is scrub. Then if I can't handle this in a timely fashion, and I mean a year, you shouldn't have debt that you can't handle in 6 to 12 months. You got me? So if I can't handle this, then maybe I'll consider it. But I think I'm all right with this. I think I'm all right with this because I ain't even done yet. Okay, we scrubbed down to here. What we going to do with this? Some of this right here is mostly bad debt. I want you to understand, I want you to write down the difference between good debt and bad debt. The reason you think you're in debt is because you don't understand what debt is. Good debt is any debt that's open and active and you are less than 3 payments behind. That is the only debt you should be paying. That's the only debt you should be paying. Bad debt is everything else. Once you are past 120 days, you should not be paying that bill. All right, where's my armor bearer? I want to make sure. Where's the armor bearer? Okay, do me a favor, warm the car up, because I'm going to say something. I need to make sure, pull it around front in case I got to run up out of here. I'm going to make a statement that's radical and crazy in case the folk get upset. I'm going to tell you something I'm not supposed to tell you. After 120 days of non-payment, the government pays every one of your bills. Where you at? After 120 days, all of your bills are paid. You already know that, though. I'm going to show you, because it's according to the power that's in you. You already know this. You already know this. Let me prove it to you now. I don't want you to take my word for it. Let's walk through this, because this is very important. After 120 days, what happens? You have a credit card. Let's start with a credit card. I haven't paid it for 120 days. Now let me stop right here before we go into this and teach this. Is it all right if I teach them this? Okay. Because I don't want y'all to be acting up with this knowledge. I don't want to turn y'all into a monster. I'm going to tell you about a monster. Before I teach this, I'm going to tell you about a monster. My best friend in Maryland is a monster. Crazy monster. Now, I'm 49. We went to college together. I'm 49. Since I've known him, he has never paid for a car, and he drives a new car every other year. So what do I mean? How does he do that? This is what he do. He go into the lot, he buy his car, he never makes the first payment, he drives it until they repo it, and then he called me up. Hey, Doc, I got a repo on my credit. Can you help me out? I was like, man, come on. Man, Doc, I couldn't help him, man. I cleaned the repo off his credit. Guess what he do? He go buy another car, and then what he do? He drive it for as long as he can with no payment, and then he called me up again. That's the only time I'm guaranteed to hear from him. Got it? That's a monster. That's not what we're looking to do. We have to be good stewards. Do you understand? I'm not teaching you to circumvent the system. I'm teaching you to control it, to master it at a whole nother level. But first, you got to get out from under, and it's good that you've gone through this, because now you will know how to help other folk. I'm behind this ministry 100%. If I could get you to really take this and turn on your power and utilize it, I want you to understand the light that you will shine to the rest of the world. Do you understand? Our witnessing, you have to bring people in to see this man and to get their spirits right and to get saved. But sometimes that's difficult in this world, because they looking at us like, what you got, I ain't got. What good is that? How's it helping you? So you need something sometimes in an extraneous sense to show people that we working it out. This is what the rewards of being in the kingdom says. We have power exceedingly abundantly above, but you got to turn the power on. When you turn it on, there are people like, what? I know you got bad credit. How you get a new car? Oh, let me show you something. Let me show you what we're doing over here. Come with me. Now, people, it makes it a little easier for you to witness to a certain degree of people. That's how people think. It's unfortunate. They should come for the healing because they need the healing, but sometimes you have to be a light to people. You have to be doing something at a whole nother level that people are like, wait a minute, what you doing? I know you ain't paid your mortgage. Why you ain't lost that house yet? You know I'm about to lose my house. Help me. That's what we want to do. So let's go back to this concept. You have a credit card. You haven't paid it. You owe $10,000 on it. After the creditors are calling your creditor, let's say he's Sears, he's calling you. After 120 days, does he still call you? You get any more calls from Sears? No. Why not? You said it right. It went to collection. So let's understand those processes. Sears calling. Sears, after 120 days, the government allows them to charge off the debt. You've heard that term. They charge it off, and then Sears passes it off, sells it to a collection agency. Now